Of course, politics is never easy, which is why even though there are a lot of amazing women around the world, they would try to steer away from politics rather than get into politics. Nobody wants their reputation smeared on social media. Nobody wants people to get into their even their home affairs, physical appearances to be judged. But at the same time, it's quite important that we get them involved. And I think this is why, rather than talking about the difficulties, we can also need to talk about the positives of women being in politics. The impact that we can make is for me, it's one of the reasons why I entered into politics. It can sometimes be a discussion around the kitchen table, which can easily turn into a big campaign or a big policy, and it can impact the lives of thousands of people or even millions of people. It's also quite important that we support male politicians who are supportive of women's equality. So when we say women's rights, we also have to fight for those who are fighting for our rights as well, and show the support, which means show up for their elections, show up with your support on social media, show up with your support as a voter, as a constituent, and elections as well. Also, at the same time, most of the women, they lack not in their capacity or ability or their professionalism, but usually with finances. And when I run for election, it gave me great courage that people are supporting, even with small donations, small finances, when they show up for meetings, town hall meetings. The kind of support and the mental support gave us the courage. And sometimes that kind of financial support follows social support. So when big donators, big campaign supporters, when they see you being supported by social media, when they see you being supported by a political party, when they see you being supported by others, the financial support ultimately follow as well. So which is why I'm also urging those who are supporting more women in politics and in parliament. You may not have the financial support, but just show up with your support, either in social media or in meetings. And this will ultimately urge others to come up with all other forms of support. And when we have, democracy is all about being voices heard. It's not about democracy, it's not about whoever has the money has the say. It's about who has something to say, should have the power to say it. And that can only be facilitated by such participation.